I was just out for a jog on the track. The whole school staff was left in a panic. Not only were school doctors standing by with defibrillators, even the president was on his knees praying for me. All because I bound the 100 diseases system. It rewards me with acute myocardial infarction and even malignant tumors. I have to experience every disease like leukemia, but after surviving the danger zone of each illness, I gain absolute immunity to that disease. Plus, I get superpowered abilities. I was in the dorm eating hot pot with my roommates. Suddenly, a voice from the door asked, "Is the hot pot good?" I didn't even look up and said, "Can't you see I'm mixing my dipping sauce? We haven't even started eating yet. Everyone stand up." I turned around and realized it was our instructor, Young Kong. At Young Kang's shout, my three roommates stood up out of reflex. Only I stayed seated, spacing out, because a mechanical voice rang in my head. "Congratulations, host, you've bound the 100 diseases system. The system has selected fractures, malignant tumors, leukemia, heart disease, and hundreds of others for you. Please choose one disease to experience now." The smile on my face froze. My eyes shifted from joy to SOC, and finally to disbelief. "Wait, system, are you sure you didn't mess up? Other people's systems give money and martial arts. You're giving me 100 diseases curse? Are you saying I'm going to restart already?" No response detected from the host. "The system will now select a disease for you. Congratulations, you've acquired acute myocardial infarction. Once your heart rate exceeds 130, you will trigger a 100% heart attack." I gasped for air. Other systems help their hosts grow stronger and reach new heights. Why do I get this piece of junk? Host dissatisfaction detected. Granting a newbie gift pack. "Congratulations, you've gained the talent, Death Defiance. Congratulations, you've gained the talent, Rebirth. Congratulations, you've gained the talent, Iron Will. At least the gift pack isn't a disease." I quickly browsed the descriptions of the 3 talents. Death Defiance. Gain invincibility based on your reputation. During invincibility, you remain in a near-death state, but you cannot truly die. As this talent lit up, I unlocked my reputation panel. Current reputation, 600. Invincibility time, 600 seconds. I cursed in my heart. Defying death for 600 seconds? That means I'll still die after 600 seconds. What's the point of that? And where did the 600 reputation come from? Just as I was confused, a system notification popped up in my mind. Reputation +2 from Yang Kang's anger. Reputation +2 from He Bingbing's surprise. Reputation +2 from Lu Yong's admiration. I suddenly realized. So, as long as I trigger emotional reactions in others, I can gain reputation points. I suddenly turned to look at instructor Yang Kong. "This hot pot base is from my hometown. The beef tallow base is super fragrant. Why don't you sit down and have some?" Yang Kong couldn't believe his ears. He even suspected he'd misheard. This student knew he was the instructor. Yet instead of being afraid, he invited him to eat. He Bingbing's mouth unopened, looking equally shocked. This student has some nerve. Just then, a series of notifications rang in my head. Reputation +20 from Yang Kang's anger. Reputation +20 from He Bingbing's surprise. Reputation +10 from Suhi's curiosity. Reputation +10 from Zhou Bing's admiration. Seeing hundreds of new names in my head, I was stunned for a moment. Then I looked toward the camera. I see. I can get reputation by triggering emotions from strangers on camera. What are you still sitting there for? Stand up. Yang Kong was absolutely furious. Students these days are truly lawless. He even dared to invite me to eat hot pot. I frowned, clutched my chest, and slowly stood up. "Teacher Yang, please keep your voice down. I really have heart disease. I'm not faking it." I did feel my heart rate pick up, and my chest started to ache with every beat. Yang Kong sneered. "I've seen all your medical records. I remember exactly who has what illness. Don't try to fake being sick in front of me. That trick doesn't work here." I ignored what Yang Kong was saying. I was busy reading the other 2 talent descriptions. Rebirth. Once you survive a disease's danger zone, you gain permanent immunity to it, and the corresponding organ is strengthened. My eyes widened. This skill is awesome. So, if I nearly die from a heart attack and get saved, not only will my heart disease be cured, but I'll have an even stronger heart. Nye. Let's trek the 3rd one, Iron Will. You can use willpower to gain extra healing effects. The stronger the will, the stronger the healing effect. After reading the 3rd skill, my plan became clear. Death Defiance is to keep me alive. Rebirth is to make me stronger. Iron Will is to speed up my recovery, to get out of the danger zone faster. This way, reputation and willpower are crucial. The most important is reputation. The higher the reputation, the longer my invincibility, the higher my error tolerance. The more people paying attention to me, the higher the chance of gaining reputation. While I was thinking, instructor Yang Kong walked up to me, furious. "What's your name? Wu Bing, right? You 4 are using illegal appliances in the dorm, according to school regulations. The other 3 get a warning. And you were being disrespectful. You're writing a 3,000-word apology letter tonight. If it doesn't satisfy me, I'm calling your parents to school." Yang Kong was truly fed up. The interview notice was sent out ages ago, and not only were they caught red-handed, but this Wu Bing guy shows no remorse. If I don't punish him, the school's reputation is ruined. The viewers in the livestream started loading. This guy is tough. He's not afraid of the instructor at all. Can't you see the instructor is about to explode? He's going to have a rough 4 years. Offending the instructor on day 1. What a talent. Faking illness doesn't work on him. I tried. Just as everyone was discussing it, Wu Bing spoke again. "Teacher Yang, can you please lower your voice? I really have heart disease." His roommates looked at him with admiration. This guy is a great actor. He's really committed to the role. He passed the physical with flying colors last week, and now he's taking a heart condition to avoid punishment. Amazing. Yang Kong laughed in anger. "You're still going with this?" Yang Kong poked his chest 3 times forcefully. "Wu Bing, don't think faking illness will save you. Our school has strict rules. Everything is done by the book. Even if you collapsed right now, Before Yang Kong could finish, Wu Bing suddenly grabbed his chest, his face contorted in pain. "Damn, is this what a heart attack feels like? This is way too painful." Wu Bing's face turned deathly pale in an instant, and his lips turned purple and black. He felt his body temperature drop rapidly, all rushing toward his heart. The next second, Wu Bing lost consciousness and collapsed to the floor with a thud. Yang Kong was stunned. He Bingbing and the others were terrified. The cameraman reacted fastest, running over to get a close-up of Wu Bing. Wu Bing collapsed. A female instructor let out a sharp shriek. Everyone else finally snapped to their senses. "Quick! Get the school doctor. Yang Kong panicked, kneeling beside Wu Bing. At a complete loss. Wu Bing, are you okay? Where does it hurt? Wu Bing didn't have the strength to answer. He couldn't even breathe without chest pain. Seeing Wu Bing collapse, the livestream audience went wild. Damn, his acting is good. He collapsed on cue. Dude, didn't you see his face turn white in a second? That can't be acting. It's real. He's having a heart attack. Heart attacks have a high mortality rate. He's done for. Time to eat at his funeral. As that calm men scrolled by, Wu Bing's condition worsened. He looked like all his strength had been drained. His body becoming limp. Yang Kong, who was just aggressive, was now kneeling, crying as he held Wu Bing. Wu Bing, hold on. Please, don't die. His roommates were silent watching this. The instructor who was just throwing his weight around was now begging a student not to die. This is too surreal. President Su Wanyao arrived with the school leadership. They had been waiting downstairs for the interview. They were just going over their notes when they heard a student had a heart attack. Su Wanyao was panting heavily. When he saw Wu Bing's pale face, his head felt like it was going to explode. No way, it's this serious? It's only been a few minutes. How did he get this pale so fast? Are college students this rival these days? The dean handed a tissue to Su Wanyao. President, wipe your sweat. Wipe my ass. Su Wanyao was drenched in sweat, not just on his face, but his back too. Where is the school doctor? Why isn't she here yet? Su Wanyao was like an ant on a hot pan. If a student dies in school, when the Ministry of Education investigates, I'll be the first one held responsible. Amidst everyone's anxious gazes, School Dr. Xiaoshan ran over her medical kit. Xiaoshan was wondering as she ran. Didn't they say I just had to say a few words? Did the school add a scene? Make way, I'm the school doctor. Xiaoshan was calm and composed, thinking she needed to show her professional side. However, when she saw Wu Bing's face, her smile froze, and she shuddered in fear. Everyone present was sharp. Seeing her reaction, they felt a sense of dread. Su Wanyao asked, Old Xia, how is he? Xiaoshan pried open Wu Bing's eyelids, checked him, and cursed, his pupils are dilated. Why are you asking me how he is? Why are you all crowding around? Do you want to suffocate him? Move back. Did you call 120? Open the school gate for the ambulance. Xiaoshan lost all her composure. The guy is dying. Who cares about composure? Her words terrified everyone. Dilated pupils? Pupil dilation is a sign of brain death. If they're fully dilated, he's basically gone. Yang Kong was scared out of his mind. Impossible. I just raised my voice a little, and I scared Wu Bing to death. Su Wanyao was shaking like a leaf. I was so happy about the interview today. Now everything is ruined. Thinking about how I told Yang Kong to scold him, Su Wanyao was filled with fear. If this is handled well, I just lose my job. If not, I might be going to prison. Su Wanyao put his hands together, praying to every god he knew. He wasn't even as pious as his ancestors raised. Please, don't die. Please, don't die. All the leaders were nervous, watching Xiaoshan perform CPR, sweating profusely. But after 2 minutes, Xiaoshan stopped. She shone a light in Wu Bing's eyes, felt his pulse, and looked at Su Wanyao, shaking her head. Su Wanyao felt his throat tighten, as if an invisible hand was choking him. The air around them seemed to freeze. All the leaders couldn't believe their eyes. A student died over something this small? Su Wanyao was numb. His brain felt stuck, unable to react. Yang Kong stood by, stunned, with the same expression as the president. They wished this was just a prank, but it wasn't. It's over. Everything is over. President Su, let the students go back to their dorms. The vice president's words finally brought Su Wanyao back. Oh cool. Su Wanyao nodded blankly. The vice president sighed, knowing the president had lost his composure. He told the other instructors, tell the students to go back to their dorms. Tell them not to run around. Don't leave campus, and don't spread rumors. The students were suddenly told to go back. Many didn't know what happened, but some who knew started discussing in the school group chat. Someone collapsed at the south dorm. Wu Bing from finance class 2 collapsed, clutching his chest. I heard he died of a heart attack. The school doctor did CPR for 2 minutes and couldn't save him. What's going on? How do you get a heart attack just staying in the dorm? I heard the instructor scared him to death. It's insane. The instructor and the president are screwed. They might end up in prison. Although the crowd was dispersed, students were still whispering, and many were filming with their phones, refusing to leave. Su Wanyao knew this couldn't be hidden. The TV station was still live streaming. Wu Bing eating hot pot in the dorm, scared to death by the instructor. This news would probably go viral soon. President, the ambulance is here. Su Wanyao nodded, not wanting to say a word. With Wu Bing's condition, going to the hospital is a waste of time. Might as well take him to the morgue. Just as Su Wanyao thought this, Wu Bing suddenly opened his eyes, took a deep breath. Everyone was startled. Su Wanyao's legs went weak, almost collapsing to the ground. Wu Bing gave an awkward but polite smile. Did everyone eat yet? What the hell? Did you eat yet? Is this the time to be greeting people? Su Wanyao was shaking with excitement. If it weren't broad daylight, he would have thought he'd seen a ghost. Su Wanyao asked, trembling, Student Wu, you're alive? Wu Bing forced a smile. Not dead yet, but not quite alive either. My heart still hurts a lot. As soon as Wu Bing finished, Xiaoshan stepped up, popping a heart pill into his mouth. Student Wu, hold on. The doctors are almost here. As she spoke, medical staff and white coats rushed into the dorm. They lifted Wu Bing onto a stretcher. Su Wanyao wanted to follow without hesitation, but the emergency doctor blocked him. Are you a family member? No, I'm the president. The doctor looked at Su Wanyao suspiciously, doubting his identity. Why does the president look more nervous than the dad? The doctor didn't know that Wu Bing had already died once, so all the school leaders were extremely nervous. Wu Bing is their lifeline right now. Of course they're nervous. Others stepped up to vouch for Su Wanyao. Doctor. He is our university's president. The doctor checked on Lai, nodded. Fine, get in. But you need to notify the family immediately. We need a signature for the procedures. Su Wanyao was about to get in the ambulance when a weak voice spoke up. Let Miss He come along too. Wu Bing had seen He Bingbing's work badge and felt that having the camera on him would give him peace of mind. He Bingbing was also unwilling to give up such good live stream material. In a short time Wu Bing collapsed. The live stream had already surpassed 30,000 viewers. Oh cool, we'll film the whole thing. Seeing Yi Bingbing agree, Wu Bing adjusted his position on the stretcher and smiled at the camera. Damn, even at a time like this, you're still looking for the camera? The viewers in the live stream were amused. This guy is acting. I'm dying of laughter. Dude, this is a live stream about elite school life. Do you think it's acting? Didn't you see the leaders' faces turn white when he collapsed? No school would use this for marketing. Unless they don't want their jobs. Su Wenyao tried to persuade him. Student Wu. I'm the president. Your parents aren't here. I have a responsibility to be by your side. Wu Bing immediately clutched his chest, making a painful face. Su Wenyao was triggered instantly, shutting his mouth. Oku. Miss He, you go ahead. We'll follow. Worried about delaying the treatment, everyone else let Yi Bingbing and the cameraman get into film. Seeing the camera, Wu Bing felt relieved because a statistics panel appeared in his mind. Host's current reputation, 72,000. Invincibility time, 20 hours. Being able to gain so much reputation in such a short time was all thanks to Yi Bingbing's filming. So, in the coming days, Wu Bing must never be separated from the camera. Soon, the ambulance drove out of the school, followed by a dozen black sedans. The traffic police at the intersection saw this, stunned for a moment, then immediately jumped on their motorcycles, turning on their sirens to clear the way. Drivers on the street took out their phones to film. This is insane. Is there some big shot in that ambulance? In the ambulance, Wu Bing hadn't had a chance to talk to Yi Bingbing to boost the live stream effect. When his head tilted and he passed out again, his fainting scared the onboard doctor. They quickly hooked Wu Bing up to life support equipment and gave him a shot of adrenaline. Fortunately, Wu Bing just fainted. His breathing was weak but present. The doctor silently looked at Yi Bingbing. Miss He, do you know how he ended up like this? The doctor asked this to learn more about Wu Bing, to make an initial assessment, and to find the cause of his illness quickly. Yi Bingbing nodded. When he collapsed, we were filming him. The doctor asked, can you tell me in detail? Yi Bingbing thought for a moment and said, we were invited by President Su to live stream and film student life. Before we came, the president emphasized that we must show the energetic side of the university. But as soon as we entered the boys' dorm, we went to their room, the school's designated model dorm. The doctor asked, and? Yi Bingbing shook her head. Because there was a smell of hot pot drifting out. So I went in. Hearing Yi Bingbing say this, the doctor and nurse went silent. Are college students this bold these days? On the day of a live stream interview, they still dare to eat hot pot in the dorm? Could there be something irritating in the hot pot that triggered his heart disease? The nurse suggested a possibility. Yi Bingbing shook her head to deny it. No, when we went in, they had just mixed their dipping sauce. They hadn't even started eating. Hearing this, the doctor was even more confused. If it wasn't caused by eating, then it must have been some kind of stimulus that caused excessive emotional fluctuation. Are college students nowadays this bold? During the live interview today, they still dared to have hot pot in the dorm. Could something in the hot pot be irritating, triggering his heart condition? The nurse suggested a possibility. Yi Bingbing shook her head, denying it. No, when we went in, they had just prepared their dipping sauce. They hadn't even started eating yet. Hearing Yi Bingbing say this, the doctor grew even more puzzled. If it wasn't caused by food, then it must be some kind of SOC, causing excessive emotional fluctuation. Triggered his heart. But what could trigger a heart attack from eating hot pot in a dorm? Yi Bingbing seemed to recall something. She suddenly spoke up. Before Wu Bing collapsed, Instructor Yang Kong was lecturing him. Instructor Yang felt that the four of them eating hot pot in the dorm violated school regulations, so he had to handle it strictly. I remember Instructor Yang poked Wu Bing's chest 3 times quite hard with his finger and made him write an apology letter. As soon as Yi Bingbing said this, the school leaders watching the sheet trim broke into a cold sweat. They all knew Yang Kang's temper better than anyone else. He has a very short temper, and he's a rigid person who doesn't know how to bend. If Wu Bing's fainting is really related to Yang Kong, he might face criminal charges. Seeing the doctor, Yi Bingbing added, we have the whole thing recorded on 60O. The doctor frowned. If it was just a lecture, it shouldn't have triggered a heart attack, right? Yi Bingbing thought for a moment and continued. A simple lecture might not have done it, but Instructor Yang was shouting quite loudly. Wu Bing also asked him several times to lower his voice. Yi Bingbing had the cameraman export the footage, then took out her phone to show the doctor. In the 60O, Yang Kong is furious, poking Wu Bing's chest 3 times. Wu Bing asks him to speak quieter, but Yang Kong ignores him and keeps lecturing. Suddenly, Wu Bing shudders in fear, clutches his chest, and collapses. After watching, all the instructors fell silent. Su Wenyao looked particularly grim, lost in his own thoughts. The live chat exploded instantly. This guy is a real talent, getting yelled at by an instructor, and literally scared to death. So Zhang Fei scaring people to death at Changban is actually real? I thought it was just a TV adaptation. Adaptation isn't random. Drama isn't nonsense. Life is often more dramatic than TV. When I was in school, instructors would just use their hands. Looks like those instructors back then should thank me for not dying. The instructor didn't expect a loud voice could scare someone to death. Is this even a college student? He's basically a fragile, living ancestor. College students these days are getting more fragile. One touch and they fall, one word and they die. The doctor in the ambulance twitched his mouth, finding it absurd. How is he supposed to write the medical report? Because the instructor was loud. The student got a heart attack. That's nonsense. Just then, the unconscious Wu Bing opened his eyes and woke up. The doctor asked with concern, Student Wu, you're in a very dangerous condition. Don't move around. Wu Bing gave the doctor a faint smile. I'm fine, doctor. I was just adjusting my pillow. You guys go ahead and talk, don't mind me. After saying that, Wu Bing made a heart gesture at the camera, then tilted his head and passed out again. This guy's got something special. Why do I feel like he's indifferent to life and death? Maybe it's because he's been sickly since childhood. So he's used to it? She's so strong. He was just smiling at us. How optimistic must he be to smile through the pain? Such a good kid. We absolutely cannot let him die like this. Everyone, SE and spread the word. Let more people pay attention to him. In the live sheet trim, viewers started spamming gifts and sharing the sheet trim. In just a few minutes, the viewership jumped from tens of thousands to over 100,000. Seeing the flood of comments in the chat, Su Wenyao panicked even more. He felt like he was about to have a heart attack too. At this rate, this incident will definitely trend on social media. Su Wenyao could only pray that Wu Bing holds on. Please, don't die. Su Wenyao even made a silent vow. As long as Wu Bing doesn't die, whatever request Wu Bing has later, he, as the president, will agree to it. Amidst everyone's prayers, the ambulance finally arrived at the hospital. The doctors on duty were shocked by the spectacle. Police escort leading the way, followed by a line of Mercedes and BMWs. Damn, what's going on? Which big shot just passed away? Hospital director Li Guotai, who was smoking at the entrance, immediately crushed his cigarette and ran ran toward the ambulance. It seems this patient requires his personal attention. Quick, get him on the stretcher. Contact the operating room and get ready. Where's the ambulance doctor? Come here and tell me the situation. With Director Li Guotai running over, the hospital's professors and department heads all rushed over too. The pushed-aside nurse looked confused, even having the 4 bottles snatched away by an old professor. What's going on? Are these professors possessed? A group of professors pushed Wu Bing into the emergency room. He Bing and her cameraman followed, filming the whole process. Seeing the camera, Li Guotai became even more convinced of his theory. This kid's background is definitely not simple. Thinking this, Li Guotai put on a kind smile. Young man, I am Li Guotai, the director of the Shanghai hospital. Don't worry, with me here, you will definitely get better. The other professors thought to themselves, damn, the older the ginger, the spicier it gets. No wonder he's the director. He's not missing any chance to get on camera. This one sentence of comfort not only showed his kind side, but more importantly, stated his title and name, making a huge impression. Sure enough, as soon as Li Guotai finished speaking, the viewers in the chat started discussing it heatedly. This director Li seems like a really good person. Look how gentle he sounds. I know this director Li. He's a cardiology expert at Shanghai Hospital. Wu Bing should be saved now. He's so lucky. I heard this director Li is very hard to book. Many big shots have to wait in line for his surgeries. Hope he's cool. This hospital is so white everywhere. It feels so suffocating. That's because you don't smell the disinfectant. That smell is truly healing. Just as everyone was discussing, Wu Bing was already pushed into the treatment room. Inside the room, the doctors would first hook Wu Bing up to equipment. Once they determine exactly what's wrong with him, they will provide a specific treatment plan. Of course, if an emergency occurs during the checkup, Wu Bing will be transferred to the resuscitation room immediately. Bing and her team didn't have the doctor's permission, so they definitely couldn't enter the treatment room. They had to wait outside. Bing, should we keep filming? The cameraman asked. Dad, Bing's eyes were firm. Illness and accidents are part of college life too. We can't just show the vibrant side of students. We have to be comprehensive. The cameraman nodded, understanding. Indeed, from the start of filming until now, the Lai Shi trim's popularity has been rising. This is a level of heat they've never had with other topics. Since everyone likes watching, they will keep filming. The station leaders won't say anything. Soon, the school's leadership team arrived as well. Wu Bing. He's in the treatment room. He's undergoing a full physical examination now. Bing replied. President Su Wanyao gave an O and paced back and forth outside the door. When his wife was giving birth, Su Wanyao wasn't even this nervous. President Su, take a break. Vice President Zhou Tong suggested. Su Wanyao shook his head. I'm not tired. I mean, you pacing back and forth like that is making us tired just watching. Su Wanyao looked embarrassed and was about to sit down when Li Guotai pushed the door open and walked out. Director Li, how is Wu Bing? Li Guotai said confidently. Don't worry, the boy's vital signs are very stable. It shouldn't be anything major. Professional doctors are already examining him. The report will be out soon. Hearing Li Guotai say this, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. After all, it was Li Guotai saying it. In the field of cardiology, his word carries the most weight. Li Guotai looked at the camera and even adjusted his hair. Are you guys live streaming? What show is this? Bing smiled and said, we are from the Elite Campus Life program. Li Guotai's eyes lit up. Elite Campus Life? Oh, I love watching that. I'm a huge fan. I never thought I'd be on your show one day. Why don't you interview me while you're at it? Bing felt a bit awkward. Why is this director so overly familiar? Helplessly, Bing had to ask. So, Director Li, is student Wu Bing's condition really stable? When he fainted earlier, it looked quite scary. Once asked about his professional field, Li Guotai puffed out his chest. He said confidently, based on your previous description, I initially concluded it was a heart attack. Heart attacks are characterized by being acute and critical. The risk of sudden death is very high. If the time to reach the hospital is delayed, the mortality rate is also high. But since student Wu was sent to our hospital, he was conscious at 11 o'clock and could communicate simply. This indicates that the danger period has passed. We only need conservative treatment to let him slowly recover. Just as Li Guotai finished speaking, the door to the treatment room was kicked open. A nurse rushed out, panicked, and shouted at Li Guotai, Director, it's bad. The student's heart has stopped again. Li Guotai looked shocked. What? How is that possible? A heart attack isn't just a common cold. How could it happen twice in such a short time? This is really weird. Li Guotai didn't dare delay, rushing into the treatment room after the nurse. The expressions of Su Wanyao and the others turned strange. Is this Director Li even reliable? Didn't he just swear that everything was fine? President, what do we do now? Instructor Yang Kong was restless. His level of anxiety was no less than Su Wanyao's. Su Wanyao patted his shoulder and comforted him. Student Wu is a lucky person. He'll definitely be fine. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Yang Kong held his head in his hands, tears streaming down. It's all my fault. It's all because I spoke too loudly. Half an hour later, Li Guotai walked out of the treatment room, looking exhausted. A group of people immediately surrounded him. Director Li, how is Wu Bing? Li Guotai said after a moment of silence. I've never encountered such a strange patient. Strange, hearing Li Guotai say this. Everyone was stunned. Bing asked, Director Li, why do you say that? Li Guotai explained, through the examination, we found that all of student Wu's physical indicators are very low, because his blood oxygen is too low. Many of his body's functions have developed problems. His entire body is on the verge of collapse, and his heart has major issues. The blood vessels that supply the heart are called coronary arteries. Humans have 3 main coronary arteries, the left anterior descending, the circumflex, and the right coronary artery. Generally, heart attack patients have a blockage in one vessel. It's rare to have 2 blocked. But Wu Bing is different at this point. Li Guotai's expression became even stranger. Bing quickly followed up. How exactly is he different? Li Guotai said after a moment of silence. Student Wu's 3 vessels are all blocked, but they aren't blocked at the same time. They are blocked intermittently and irregularly. Li Guotai added, I know what I'm saying violates some medical common sense, but that's the reality. That's why I'm so confused. Hearing Li Guotai say this, the audience immediately understood why he looked so tired. If you imagine the heart as a city, the coronary arteries are the ring roads. There are only 3 highways entering the city. If any one of these vessels gets blocked, it causes a large area of the heart muscle to become ischemic, damaged, or even necrotic, leading to a myocardial infarction. Therefore, for an ordinary person, blocking one vessel is enough to issue a critical condition notice. But Wu Bing's 3 vessels are taking turns blocking Liat's again. Hey, I won't block you completely. I'll just take turns. It's enough to leave any doctor scratching their head. So, Director Li, does the hospital have a treatment plan for Wu Bing's condition now? Li Guotai nodded. Since student Wu's condition is so special and so critical, we held an emergency discussion in the treatment room. We all agree that we need to give student Wu a heart bypass surgery immediately. Hearing Li Guotai say this, the light chat boiled over. Oh my god, this is getting serious. He's getting a heart bypass? Why didn't I understand that? Can a medical expert explain? In layman's terms, all 3 highways are broken, so they're building a new artificial highway directly to the heart. The conditions for this surgery are very strict. It's not something you can just do whenever. Su Wenyao and the others didn't understand this, but fortunately, Li Guotai patiently explained it to them. However, after this explanation, Yang Kong and Su Wenyao felt the situation was even more dire. Su Wenyao asked in a deep voice, Director Li, all of student Wu's medical expenses can be covered by our school first. Don't have any concerns about the costs. We don't understand bypasses or anything. We only know one thing. Use the best for student Wu. Don't save money. Li Guotai gave a bitter smile. Save money? You guys think too highly of me. Didn't I just say? Student Wu has 3 arteries taking turns blocking. We initially suspect it's vascular spasms, which is why this is happening. In the worst case scenario, these 3 arteries might be unusable. So we not only have to perform a heart bypass, but we have to bypass all 3 at once, not just one. Or, hearing Li Guotai say this, everyone gasped. Is bypassing 3 at once that absurd? Seeing Su Wenyao's ugly expression, Li Guotai comforted him. President Su, you don't need to worry too much. Although heart bypass is a major surgery, the success rate is over 97%. Generally, there won't be any big problems. Su Wenyao breathed a sigh of relief, but Wu Bing's blood oxygen saturation is too low right now. Less than 70. The probability of him not making it off the table is high. Su Wenyao was a bit confused. His brain turned into mush. Director Li, didn't you just say the surgery success rate is 97%? Why can't he make it off the table now? Li Guotai said awkwardly. The bypass surgery success rate is indeed high, but given Wu Bing's physical condition, I'm worried he won't last until the surgery is finished. Let me put it this way. With blood oxygen around 70, a person can lie for about a day. Below 40. They basically only have 3 hours left. Li Guotai took a document from the nurse. If we decide to operate now, someone needs to sign this. Who is going to sign the surgical consent form? Everyone fell silent. This document isn't easy to sign. Once signed, you take full responsibility for the surgery. But Li Guotai had made it very clear. Wu Bing's blood oxygen is very low, and he doesn't have much time left. If they wait for his family to come and sign, he might be sent straight to the morgue. Everyone turned their eyes to Su Wenyao. The cameraman gave Su Wenyao a close-up of his face. All signed, Su Wenyao took the pen and signed the document directly. Director Li, please arrange the surgery for Wu Bing as soon as possible. With the signature, Li Guotai didn't waste words. He put on his mask and turned to walk into the treatment room. However, the moment he opened the door, a sharp, piercing alarm sound came from the treatment room. Director, the patient's blood oxygen is down to 20. What? Only 20? Are you kidding me? Li Guotai ran into the treatment room, arranging for the surgery immediately. Outside the treatment room, there was a deathly silence. Su Wenyao looked ashen. His right hand, which had just signed the paper, trembling like a chicken claw. The live chat was filled with prayer icons. I feel so relieved for the president for a minute. He just signed, and now the person is failing. Isn't it too early to draw conclusions? Even Director Li didn't say he's failing. Brother, do you know what a blood oxygen saturation of 20 means? Let's put it this way. By the time the bypass surgery prep is finished, the person could be sent straight to the morgue. Such a good college student. Scared to death just like that. Now the instructor and the school leaders are finished too. Both of them will probably be sentenced. The red light above the treatment room door lit up. The words in surgery looking exceptionally glaring. Su Wenyao put his hands together, praying devoutly for Wu Bing. He made a vow in his heart. As long as Wu Bing's surgery is successful, he will treat Wu Bing like his own son from now on. At noon, Su Wenyao slumped in a chair in the hallway, looking as if he had aged 10 years in an instant. President Su, why don't you go back and rest? We can guard here. Bing Bing and her colleagues had taken shifts and slept for a night, but Su Wenyao and Yang Kong had been guarding the door the whole time. Both of them looked like they were about to have bloodshot eyes. Su Wenyao shook his head. We've guarded for so long, a little longer won't hurt, no matter the result. I want to confirm it personally. Hearing Su Wenyao say this, the viewers in the Lai Shi Trim side, if you knew today would come, why act like that back then? If you could have spoken to the student properly, it wouldn't have ended up like this. Actually, you can't blame the instructor either. Who would have thought that a loud voice could scare someone into a heart attack? I bet our teachers are watching the Shi Trim too. They've been speaking much quieter in class this morning. This guy, by his own strength, forced all the teachers to become soft-spoken. So awesome. The surgery has been going on for over 10 hours, right? Does it really take that long? Is the kid dead? No, if he were dead, they would have brought him out already. The longer the surgery takes, the more hope there is. Just as this calm men floated by, the doors to the treatment room opened suddenly. Li Guotai and a group of old professors walked out, wiping sweat, rushing toward the office area. Su Wenyao and the others stood up quickly, but the group acted as if they didn't see them, discussing something excitedly. I've never seen such an absurd situation. Good thing I recorded the whole surgery. I'm going to go back and write a paper now. Don't you dare try to take it all. We did the surgery together. Why should you hog the research results? Exactly. If it weren't for my microsurgery skills during the bypass, could his blood oxygen have risen that fast? Stop bragging. His blood oxygen saturation should have killed him long ago. The reason he didn't die must be due to some special factor, not because of how fast you did the bypass. Seeing the professors about to walk away, Su Wenyao ran up and stopped Li Guotai. Director Li, what is Wu Bing's condition now? Was the surgery successful? Li Guotai patted his head and smiled. Don't worry, the surgery was very successful. This kid is truly blessed. There were several accidents during the surgery. We originally thought he was a goner, but he managed to pull through all of them. Bing Bing realized this was great material for the Shi Trim, quickly stepping forward to ask for details. Director Li, can you tell us in detail what accidents you encountered? Of course. Li Guotai began to recount with great animation. Just after President Su signed the paper, Wu Bing's blood oxygen saturation dropped to 20. We need oxygen to survive, and our organs are the same. When blood oxygen is below 20, you can consider all the organs in our body to be suffocating. This suffocation causes irreversible damage to human organs, so if blood oxygen continues to drop, the body will collapse, and it could even lead directly to brain death. Actually, when Wu Bing's blood oxygen hit 20, we already thought he had no chance of making it to the OR. Who knew that? With just 20% blood oxygen, he held on until we successfully bypassed his heart. It's truly rare. Definitely a world first. Seeing Director Li operate for over a dozen hours, yet still looking so energetic when talking about it, everyone finally realized how incredible it is to survive with 20% blood oxygen. Viewers in the Shi Trim started sending gifts. Is he even human to survive that? No wonder the old professors are so excited. For medical professionals, this is Lai finding a treasure. The difficulty of this surgery was Lai snatching him from the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper? The other side withdrew a college student. This kid's ancestors must be pulling strings down there. He probably spent all the savings his ancestors accumulated for centuries. Our family's only college student can't die. Is this what modern college students are like? So fragile. Seeing the She Trim's popularity jump by 30,000, He Bingbing was thrilled. Director Lee, besides the low blood oxygen, did you encounter any other surprises during surgery? Oh, plenty. Director Lee started counting on his fingers. Arterial spasms, ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest, arrhythmia. You could say, this single surgery opened the eyes of our entire cardiac department. He was basically textbook perfect in his symptoms. Very high clinical value. He Bingbing listened, completely stunned. She didn't know whether to congratulate him. Director Lee still felt bad for Wu Bing. The poor kid. He was just eating hot pot in the dorm, and it ended up like this. Su Wenyao didn't care about the surgery process. He only cared about the result. Anxiously, he asked, Director Lee, just tell me straight, is Wu Bing's heart condition cured? Director Lee nodded. It's strange, actually. After we finished the 3 bypasses, his vessels didn't seem blocked anymore. And according to the latest reports, Wu Bing's heart is now stronger than a pro athlete's. That's the part we can't figure out. It's also why those old guys, after the surgery, didn't even sleep but ran off to track data and write papers. If we can find the reason for his strong heart, our country will make a massive breakthrough in cardiology. Hearing Director Lee say this, Su Wenyao couldn't believe his ears. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. He was just rushed to the after a shout from his instructor. And now you're telling me his heart is stronger than an athlete's? Are you kidding me? The viewers in the She Trim also found it unbelievable. Fake, right? A heart that just had surgery is stronger than a normal person's? If anyone else said that, I doubt it. But since it's Director Lee, yeah, look at the excited expressions on those professors. They aren't acting. It means this surgery was truly extraordinary. This kid's ancestors must be officials in the underworld. Otherwise, he couldn't be this lucky. Is this what they call a blessing in disguise? This is too insane. Wait, do you guys hear that sound? It sounds like a drum. Not only the viewers heard it, but Su Wenyao and the others heard it too. They looked in the direction of the sound. It was the nurse pushing Wu Bing out of the treatment room. That's Wu Bing's heartbeat. Because the anesthesia hadn't worn off, Wu Bing hadn't woken up yet. But his strong, powerful heartbeat was exceptionally clear at that moment. Thump thump, thump thump. Everyone fell silent. Who could have imagined that this heartbeat was coming from a patient who almost died of heart disease? The viewers in the She Trim were also losing it. Is this heartbeat for real? An Emperor engine? This sound is too much. Are you sure it's not a sound effect? Official trolling is the deadliest. What the hell? What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. I have heart surgery tomorrow too. I hope my surgery goes as smoothly as Wu Bing's, and I get an Emperor engine too. I'm so Director Lee. I doubted your skills before. I know I was wrong. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, let alone the viewers, even He Bingbing couldn't believe Wu Bing had such a heartbeat. This heartbeat is too scary. It's like it wants to jump right out of his chest. It even resonated with everyone else's hearts. Director Lee, is he really okay? Su Wenyao looked worried. Before, he was afraid Wu Bing's heart would stop, but now he's afraid it's beating too wildly. After all, he signed the surgery consent form. No matter what happened to Wu Bing, he would be responsible. Director Lee rubbed his temples, looking a bit exhausted. I know what you're worried about, but rest assured, we've done a full trek-up on Wu Bing. He's very healthy now. Alright, I need to go get some rest. If I don't sleep, I might get heart disease myself. Director Lee gestured to the nurse, signaling her to hurry and take Wu Bing back to the ward. Magic City TV headquarters, conference room. Station head Zheng He sat in his office chair, listening to his producers report on their shows. In his hand, he held the comprehensive data for the past week. He flipped through it casually, his expression darkening. Stop. Zheng He interrupted the producer who was presenting, throwing out a lethal question. What is the average live viewership for your show, She Trim? The producer said, feeling a bit guilty. 500 people. Hearing this number, Zheng He was so angry he laughed. Your Taste of Home show, including everyone's salaries, costs the station tens of thousands every week. Now you're telling me the average daily viewership is only 500? The producer didn't dare to talk back. The others lowered their heads, sipping tea or zoning out. As long as Zheng He didn't call their names, they pretended he wasn't scolding them. Your show doesn't need to continue. Ended after the next episode. The producer quickly said, no, station head, give us one more chance. Let us broadcast for one more month. We'll definitely be profitable next month. Zheng He snorted, picked up his teacup, and took a sip. The others sighed internally, knowing Zheng He's mind was made up. The show was definitely getting cancelled. Seeing the low morale in the room, Zheng He explained, comrades, don't think that just because we're Magic City TV, we're rich and powerful. We're spending money everywhere. Out of 40 plus programs, only 2 or 3 are profitable. The rest are losing money. If this continues, we'll all be unemployed, and the station will go under. The others kept their heads down, silent. They understood the principle of sinking or swimming together. But the problem was, their shows just weren't as popular as short videos. What could they do? Just as Zheng He was getting a headache, he caught a glimpse of a document. Elite Campus Life requesting 2 more cameramen and 2 more vehicles. Zheng He was annoyed. Although the show's feedback was decent, it was still a money loser. Besides, it's just a show about campus life. Why do you need so many cameramen? Just as he was about to reject it, he saw the live data for Elite Campus Life from the last 2 days. Zheng He gasped. His voice turned sharp. Peak viewership, 210,000. Average viewership, 140,000. She Trim revenue, 23,000. These numbers were dazzling compared to the other shows. And this was only 2 days of data. If this were a full week, how terrifying would that be? What's going on? Why is this show suddenly doing so well? Zheng He quickly pulled out his phone to watch the clips. He understood quickly. The reason for the show's explosion was a college student named Wu Bing. He Bingbing's request. Zheng He had read it too. He thought Wu Bing was great material, so he planned to have someone follow him to record more of his daily life. Zheng He frowned, hesitating. After all, Wu Bing's fame was too sudden and accidental. Getting heart disease from eating hot pot in a dorm is certainly topical, but getting sick is a one-time thing. Does he really need to be a long-term subject? Zheng He looked at the data again, gritted his teeth, and signed his name on the application. Take a gamble. What if it stays popular? Hospital private ward. Wu Bing, having regained consciousness, was sitting in bed, enjoying being fed by the nurse, although he insisted multiple times that he was fine. Under the strong insistence of Su Wenyao and Li Guotai, Wu Bing lived a life where he didn't have to lift a finger. Student Wu. Do you really not feel anything unusual now? He Bing sat beside him, holding a microphone, looking professional. The station head had approved her request this morning, so from now on, 3 cameramen would follow him full-time. Wu Bing's Shi-Trim would be live 24/7. Of course, all of this was agreed to by Wu Bing himself. Both sides also negotiated details about gifts and donations, and signed a contract. Thanks, Miss He. I really do feel much better. My heart doesn't hurt, and I feel light all over. From the moment he woke up, Wu Bing felt his heart had become stronger. What is the heart? It provides blood to the body, the center of blood circulation. It's like a race car engine. His heart was probably the strongest in the world now. How could he not feel light? However, before Wu Bing could be happy for too long, the system's prompt rang in his mind again. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have successfully cured 1 illness. You have received 100 life coins. A new illness is ready for you. Please choose. Wu Bing's face changed instantly. Damn it, is this stupid system ever going to stop again? Host, please make a choice within 2 minutes, or the system will randomly match you with a suitable illness. Damn, it even has a matchmaking system? Do you think you're playing ranked games? Suppressing the urge to curse, Wu Bing looked seriously at the options provided. The system gave 3 options this time. Poisoning, fracture, sudden death. Wu Bing fell silent. He had already experienced sudden death. Honestly, it was miserable. Even though it wouldn't actually kill him, the pain felt during the process wouldn't be reduced by a single bit. That feeling of repeated myocardial infarction. Wu Bing didn't want to experience that again. Fracture sounds so cool, but he had sprained his ankle before, and knew that hurt like hell too. Just choose poisoning. Hopefully, it's a quick-acting poison, so it won't be too painful. Host has made a choice. Next illness. Poisoning? That's it? Wu Bing's eyes widened. He thought the system would at least tell him what kind of poison, so he could be mentally prepared. But that was the notification. Student Wu, what's wrong? Seeing Wu Bing's face look bad, He Bing thought his heart was acting up again. Wu Bing smiled bitterly and shook his head. Nothing. I just thought of something unpleasant. As soon as he finished, the ward door opened. Su Wenyao walked in with a group of school leaders. Student Wu, how are you feeling now? Wu Bing quickly sat up and said with a smile, thank you for your concern, school leaders. I feel much better. By the way, principal, I heard the school is covering my surgery costs. Before Wu Bing could finish, Su Wenyao waved his hand to interrupt. It was our school's failure that led to you being hospitalized. Therefore, all your medical expenses will be covered by the school. You don't need to worry about that. Also, this is a small token of our appreciation. I hope you can accept it. In front of the cameras, Su Wenyao stuffed 50,000 yuan in cash into Wu Bing's hand. Wu Bing was stunned. Principal, you guys are too kind. Not allowing Wu Bing to refuse, Su Wenyao said in a deep voice. This 50,000 is a token from our staff for you to buy some nutritional supplements. Student Wu, just focus on recovering. Don't worry about school matters. I'm here. I'll handle everything for you. As soon as Su Wenyao said this, the viewers in the Shi-Trim felt envious. This kid really got a blessing in disguise. They thought he had offended the counselor as soon as he enrolled. But now, even the principal is protecting him. Laughing to death, you're jealous? He almost died for this. I've already died once for the school. Shouldn't the principal give me some privileges? From now on, as long as he doesn't do anything too crazy, the principal will probably turn a blind eye. Wu Bing didn't expect to get such a bonus from getting sick. You have to know, Su Wenyao is a university principal. Many students don't even see the principal a few times before graduation, let alone get special treatment. Wu Bing was also very sharp. He immediately said with emotion, don't worry, principal, I will definitely study hard in the future, lie up to everyone's expectations, and become someone useful to the school and society. Wait, why did the vibe suddenly change? He Bing stood aside, a bit confused. It was supposed to be a show about daily life. So why? After Wu Bing and Su Wenyao shook hands and got teary-eyed, did it feel like a leadership visit to a poverty alleviation program? After exchanging pleasantries with the school leaders, Counselor Yang Kong finally appeared. He came to Wu Bing's bedside, a 1.8-meter man crying and apologizing. I'm sorry, Student Wu. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have spoken to you so loudly. Student Wu, don't worry. I will definitely speak softly from now on. I will never make the same mistake again. Wu Bing, sitting on the bed, was stunned. Where did that mosquito come from? He Bing was also confused. Yang Kong really spoke just now, but everyone still couldn't hear what he was saying. Su Wenyao was also a bit embarrassed, reminding him from the side, Teacher Yang, you can speak a little louder. Yang Kong nodded, and his lips kept moving, but everyone still couldn't hear what he was saying. The viewers in the Shi-Trim burst into laughter. Finished, the counselor is traumatized. After all, he almost ended up in jail. Anyone would be scared. I thought my headphones were broken. This counselor is something else. This kid can run wild in school from now on. Not only does he have the principal's protection, but the counselor will definitely treat him like a god. Although Wu Bing didn't hear clearly what Yang Kong said, he could guess the general content. He was still very polite, taking the initiative to shake hands with Yang Kong. He said he also had things he didn't do right, and that Yang Kong was just doing his job, so he understood. Speaking of which, Wu Bing brought up the counselor. Actually, the hot pot in the dorm was organized by me alone. It has nothing to do with my roommates. About the disciplinary action, before Yang Kong could speak, the principal immediately stated, college students wanting to eat hot pot to improve their lives is understandable, and the fact that you thought of cooking hot pot in the dorm shows you have the excellent quality of being hardworking and thrifty. You'd rather cook it yourself than spend high prices to eat out. I admire that. So I've decided the school cafeteria will open a new window for hot pot dishes. If you want to eat hot pot, go to the cafeteria. Don't use high-power appliances in the dorms. As for the disciplinary action, let's just let it slide this time. Don't let it happen again. Wu Bing gave Su Wenyao a thumbs up. How could he not be a principal? He upheld the principle of no high-power appliances, while using a high-sounding reason to waive the roommate's punishment. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, Student Wu, rest well. We'll head back to school first. By the way, let's add each other on WeChat. If you need anything in the future, just message me directly. Su Wenyao's move shocked the Shi-Trim again. Holy crap, this is getting more and more absurd. The principal actually took the initiative to exchange WeChat? I thought it was just special care, but now he has a direct line to the top. Are you kidding? The principal and he have a life and death bond. What's wrong with adding him on WeChat? Is that too much? After adding him on WeChat, Su Wenyao left with the school leaders. Before Wu Bing could catch his breath, Li Guotai came in with a group of old professors. Li Guotai had a bright smile, looking at Wu Bing as if he were a rare treasure. Student Wu, we've come to see you. How are you feeling now? Before Wu Bing could answer, the old professors had already put on their stethoscopes and started examining him. Wu Bing didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Is this polite? Tisk, TSA, TSA, come listen to this heartbeat, how strong and powerful it is. Look, this wound is healing so fast. An old professor even started taking his pulse. I've studied traditional Chinese medicine for so many years, and I've never encountered such a robust pulse. A heavenly physique, a heavenly physique. Wu Bing sighed helplessly. Another one gone crazy. Seeing a female professor actually wanting to reach out to his chest, Wu Bing quickly called for help. Director Li, aren't you going to do something? I can't take it anymore. Hearing Wu Bing say this, Li Guotai walked over with a smile, persuading the old professors to leave. Alright, Wu Bing is still recovering. Don't be so impatient. You're scaring him. I didn't get to feel the heartbeat myself. The female professor pushed up her glasses, looking regretful. Everyone out. I have a few words to discuss with Wu Bing. The old professors looked back as they walked, reluctantly leaving the ward. Director, just say what you have to say. I can take it. Seeing Wu Bing's serious expression, Li Guotai smiled. Don't be nervous. I'm not here to give you a critical condition notice. I'm here to tell you that your body is a bit different from others. Have you noticed? Wu Bing's heart skipped a beat. Damn it. I've been found out. Am I going to be taken away for dissection? Li Guotai said seriously. I've never encountered a patient with your constitution. Even though your indicators were all terrible. You kept hovering on the edge of death, but you just wouldn't die. And your body's self-healing ability is very strong. The wound healing speed is also very fast. Everything that has happened to you so far can be called a medical miracle. A patient Liu, for those of us in medicine, is a secret treasure. It's very worthy of our research. Wu Bing's mouth twitched. He was already feeling restless. As if knowing what Wu Bing was thinking, Li Guotai reassured him, Student Wu, don't be nervous. We are a legitimate hospital, and I am a legitimate doctor. I won't harm your life. I'm here to represent our hospital and sign an agreement with you. Take a look. Li Guotai handed over a document he had been holding. Wu Bing flipped through a few pages, looking surprised. I just need to come to your hospital for regular Trek UPS to get research bonuses? Det. Li Guotai nodded with a smile. In the future, when you see a doctor at our hospital, your costs will also be automatically reduced by 80%, including the part not covered by insurance. This agreement was too important for Wu Bing, because that stupid system only gives him illness and suffering, but never gives him money. The cost of this heart disease was covered by the school. But what about the next illness? This was the problem Wu Bing worried about most. He was afraid he'd die because he couldn't afford treatment. That would be too funny. And the costs mentioned in this agreement, an 80% discount, was like charcoal in the snow for Wu Bing. Director, are you sure you won't dissect me? Li Guotai laughed out loud. I'd lie to, but the law doesn't allow it. Just sign it with confidence. You have people following you 24/7. What are you afraid of? Wu Bing nodded and signed his name on the agreement. The agreement was in duplicate, each keeping one. Before leaving, Li Guotai took out his phone. Here, let's add each other on WeChat. If you need to see a doctor later, just let me know in advance. I'll arrange everything for you. As soon as Director Li said this, the viewers in the Shitrim went wild. My god, that's the director of Magic City Hospital. A tough guy who snatches lives back from the Grim Reaper. This guy's really got connections now. He gets sick and manages to hook both the principal and the director. Do you think just anyone can get that treatment? Didn't you hear Director Li? It's because Wu Bing has a unique constitution. That's why he gets special treatment. Truly unique, uniquely fragile. Fragile or not, forget that. Just admit he's special, right? Not just fragile, but hard to kill. I'd lie to call him the Fragile Shark. Wu Bing, having nothing to do, was also checking the live chat. Seeing the name Fragile Shark, Wu Bing immediately chuckled. He simply changed his username to Fragile Shark. Leisurely times are always short-lived. A week later, Wu Bing was discharged. He went back to attending classes and studying with others. This past week, Wu Bing seemed no different from a normal person. As if it wasn't him who had that heart attack earlier. Bing Bing and her crew followed him for a week, but their popularity actually dropped. This made the whole crew very anxious. If the popularity keeps falling, it means Wu Bing's hype has faded. They'll have no choice but to give up on him and go film something else. Are we still following him, Missy? Wang Yong, the cameraman, asked while switching shifts. Bing Bing looked at Wu Bing walking ahead. She gritted her teeth and nodded. Keep filming. As long as the station hasn't ordered us to stop, we keep filming. Guided by her journalistic instinct, Bing Bing felt Wu Bing would definitely yield more content. Just as she was thinking this, Wu Bing suddenly crouched down and snuck into the bushes. Bing Bing was stunned. She didn't understand what he was doing. Cameraman Wang Yong followed immediately, capturing Wu Bing excitedly digging at something. Student Wu, what are you digging for? Wu Bing gave a cheeky grin. You'll see once I dig it out. It was clear Wu Bing was very happy. He muttered to himself while digging, as expected of an agricultural university. Who knew there'd be such great herbs in a random bush? Well, I do have a sharp eye, otherwise I would have missed it. What a waste that would be. While talking, Wu Bing dug the thing out. Before Wang Yong could get a close-up, Wu Bing pulled a black plastic bag from his pocket. He put it inside, wrapped it up tight, and jogged back to the dorm. The viewers in the Shitrim were all shocked. Why is he so experienced at this? It's clear this isn't his first time doing this. That smooth, practiced movement was flawless. Cameraman, hurry up and follow him. Let's see what treasure Wu Bing found. Seeing the viewer count rising, Bing Bing and Wang Yong were energized. They jogged after Wu Bing. Back at the dorm, Wu Bing immediately locked the door. Shui Gui, lying on his bed, glanced at him. What's up, Wu? Wu Bing took out the black plastic bag, unwrapped it layer by layer, and said, look what I found on campus. Shui Gui scratched his head at the object. Wu Bing rolled his eyes. It's ginseng, and I bet it's wild. Ginseng on campus? The viewers were all curious, asking out of ignorance, can you really dig up ginseng on campus? Ginseng isn't that picky, so it can be found in many places, but digging it out of a campus bush is wild. I suspect this is scripted. Bro, this is an agricultural university. Anything is possible. Oku? It depends on whether any seniors had a project on ginseng. Maybe someone just planted it there, and Wu Bing just happened to find it. Ha ha ha. Reminds me of a freshman who picked some veggies to eat, only to find out it was a senior's year-long project. Pour one out for the senior. At Bing Bing's signal, Wang Yong zoomed in for a close-up. I have to say, looking at its shape, it really is ginseng. Wu Bing happily went to wash off the dirt. After washing, it looked even more authentic. Shui Gui sat up from his bed and asked, this must be expensive, right? I remember my dad bought some last year. It cost tens of thousands for one root. Wu Bing snorted. It depends on the variety. If it's farm-grown American ginseng, it wouldn't be that much. But if it's wild mountain ginseng, then the price is quite beautiful. Shui Gui's eyes lit up. Then you struck gold. Wu Bing chuckled. Not quite, just a little extra cash. Wu Bing took a small knife from his drawer, scaring Shui Gui. What are you doing? That's worth tens of thousands. You're going to eat it? Wu Bing glanced at Shui Gui. Look at you, so stingy. I found it. Of course I should be the first to enjoy it, but I'm not extravagant enough to cut it in half. I'll just cut some whiskers to soak in water. It's good for your health. Shui Gui grabbed his cup without hesitation. Wu Bing carefully trimmed off some ginseng whiskers, looking as if he were handling gold bars. Then he dropped them into 2 cups and poured boiling water over them. As the whiskers swirled in the hot water, a faint aroma drifted from the cups. Wu Bing took a sniff, looking completely intoxicated. As expected of wild ginseng, the scent is pure. Such a good thing. Never mind drinking it. Just smelling it is enough to prolong your life. Come on, brother. Cheers. Wu Bing and Shui Gui clinked cups. Just as Shui Gui was about to take a sip, Counselor Yang Kong knocked on the door. What are you two doing? Seeing Yang Kong walk in, Shui Gui immediately handed him a cup. Counselor, Wu Bing found wild ginseng in the bushes. We're just soaking it to drink. Counselor, this wild ginseng tea tastes great. You should have some too. Ever since Wu Bing's sudden heart attack, Yang Kong had become the gentlest counselor. Because of this, he was very popular in the dorms. Otherwise, Shui Gui wouldn't have thought to essay the good stuff with Yang Kong first. Yang Kong took the cup, smiled at Wu Bing. Student Wu, you're quite lucky. Finding ginseng in the campus bushes. Wu Bing just chuckled and didn't say much. Bing Bing seized the chance. Counselor Yang, can you really find ginseng in our campus bushes? Yang Kong nodded. Well, it's an agricultural university. Our majors are all related to crop cultivation and grafting. Although there are experimental fields, they're too far from the dorms. Some students, to be lazy, will plant their projects in the bushes to secretly observe and record them. Of course, the school actually forbids this. After all, the environment is very different. So usually, it's just the freshmen doing this. But usually, they only find vegetables or fruits. Finding ginseng this time is quite strange. After Yang Kang's explanation, the viewers were suddenly interested. Is agricultural university this fun? I'm interested now too. My farming genes are tingling. Tell me, what's the admission score for your school? Actually, I think applying to an AG school is great. The work environment is pure after graduation. No need to deal with office politics. We welcome all prospective students to apply. Farming and experimental cultivation are more fun than you think. For example, growing fist-sized tomatoes or pumpkins the size of a head. Seeing the Shitrim's popularity rise, Bing Bing was surprised. It seems everyone is interested in AG school life. It's just that because of Wu Bing's previous incident, everyone's focus was skewed. Bing Bing wouldn't miss this chance to boost popularity. She started asking Yang Kong more questions about life at the university. Yang Kong knew this was a great chance to promote the school, so he answered everything he could. Just as Yang Kong was getting into the flow, he heard Shui Gui's voice. Wu Bing, why are you sleeping without taking your clothes off? Get up. At least take your shoes off. Yang Kong looked back. Wu Bing was lying on his bed, face flushed, smiling, looking peaceful. Yang Kong smiled. Youth is great. Falling asleep the moment you hit the bed. Yang Kong said, lifting his cup to take a sip. Just then, he suddenly saw something on the table. Yang Kang's hand froze, his face turning pale. Shui Gui, where did you get this? Shui Gui replied nonchalantly. That's the wild ginseng Wu Bing found. Wu Bing is really something. Such a valuable thing. And he didn't even clean up after soaking it. What if someone steals it? Shui Gui reached out to grab it. Yang Kong shouted, don't move. Everyone was startled. Shui Gui looked confused. What's wrong, counselor? Yang Kong looked at his cup, trembling. A whisker the size of a pinky was swirling inside. Yang Kong looked at the other empty cup on the table, his eyes full of terror. Don't tell me. The one in that cup was also this thing? Shui Gui nodded. Yeah. Didn't Wu Bing drink it? He ate it. Yang Kong was losing it. Wu Bing said it was precious and shouldn't be wasted, so he ate the whiskers and the water. Counselor Yang Kong let out a sharp, panicked cry. He was breaking down. You can't eat that. That's suicide. Yang Kong pulled out his phone and immediately dialed Xiashan. Hurry, come to dorm 106. Wu Bing is poisoned. Xiashan cursed. Damn it. Why are you calling me? Call 120. That said, Xiashan still grabbed her medical kit and sprinted toward the boys' dorm. Wu Bing found wild ginseng and drank it. Once this campus pot went live, the university leaders went into combat mode. Phones in the administration office rang non-stop, busier than a frontline command center. Leaving Vice Principal Zhou Tong to handle the education bureau, Su Wenyao didn't even have time to put on his coat and ran straight to the boys' dorm. By the time Su Wenyao arrived, Wu Bing had already been loaded into the ambulance. Yang Kong, what on earth is going on? Su Wenyao felt like he was going crazy. It's only been a few days. Why is there another incident? Yang Kong was terrified, stuttering and unable to speak for a long time. Principal Su, let's talk in the car. Take our car. This time, Bing Bing and the cameraman couldn't get in the ambulance because the hospital heard Wu Bing was poisoned, so a bunch of experts rushed to be on the ambulance. There was no room for them. Taking Su Wenyao and Yang Kong in a separate car, Bing Bing was excited. After all, the Shitrim's popularity had been dropping, and the crew was worried. They thought Wu Bing's hype was over, but then he performed a fainting act for them. The crew was so moved. This kid is reliable. When there's trouble, he really helps out. Once in the car, Yang Kang's emotions stabilized a bit. Su Wenyao asked in a deep voice, tell me, what is going on? Why did Wu Bing faint again? Yang Kong gave a smile uglier than crying. Principal, Wu Bing didn't just faint this time. He was poisoned. Poison. Su Wenyao was bewildered. Food poisoning? That's not right. I eat in the cafeteria 3 times a day and I'm fine. Yang Kong explained. On the way back, Wu Bing went into the bushes, dug something out, thought it was ginseng, and soaked it to drink. He got poisoned after drinking it. Su Wenyao felt a sense of dread. What was it? Yang Kong took the black plastic bag from his pocket and opened it for Su Wenyao to see. Su Wenyao's face turned deathly pale. That's not ginseng. That's Violaca. Shanlu. Su Wenyao started trembling too, feeling cold in his hands and feet. This was dug out of their campus bushes. What does that mean? It means there's a flaw in the school's management. Bing Bing hadn't realized the severity yet and asked from the side. Principal Su, what is Shanglu? Is it poisonous? Su Wenyao was silent for a long time before saying, let me put it this way, Shinong tasted 100 herbs. The last one he tasted was this thing. Everyone gasped. They never expected this thing to have such a history. The Shitrim was boiling, as expected of my brother Wu, challenging Helmo directly. I just looked it up. It says Shanglu is highly toxic. More than 7 grams can be fatal. The amount Wu Bing swallowed must have exceeded that, right? Definitely exceeded it. He soaked it and then ate it, fully releasing the toxins and absorbing them completely. No wonder the counselor looked so bad. How is this any different from drinking poison? You say that, but Principal Su's face doesn't look good either. According to you guys, isn't brother Wu done for? Don't be afraid. Trust brother Wu. He even survived a heart attack. What's a little Shanlu? Is he that badass? Chinong 2.0. The ambulance arrived at the hospital. Director Li Guotai and the department heads had been waiting for a long time. As soon as Wu Bing was carried off the car, a group of old professors took over from the nurses. School doctor, what's the situation? Xie Shan ran to Li Guotai. Very respectfully, Director Li, Wu Bing accidentally ate Shanlu. As soon as Xie Shan said this, all the doctor's pupils dilated in SOC. How can you accidentally eat Shanlu? Only Li Guotai remained calm, continuing to ask, how much did he eat? Xie Shan gestured with her pinky finger. About 15 grams. Li Guotai immediately turned the gurney. Hurry, send him to the emergency room. Get the and internal medicine teams ready. At Li Guotai's command, all the doctors got busy. It was as chaotic as a battlefield. Just then, Wu Bing suddenly vomited a mouthful of dark blood, soaking his clothes. It was shocking to see. Director, the patient is vomiting blood clots. Li Guotai's heart sank. Vomiting blood is normal, but vomiting blood clots? Could his internal organs be failing? Director, the patient's heart rate dropped to 43. Director, blood oxygen saturation dropped to 35. A series of bad news hit. Wu Bing's vital signs were dropping rapidly. Only then did Li Guotai realize Wu Bing's heart is strong and powerful, so his blood circulation is much faster than normal people. This means the toxins spread faster in his body, and the symptoms will be more violent. Li Guotai felt helpless for the first time. Wu Bing's stats were too poor. They couldn't maintain them. Gastric lavage now. Establish in 4 lines. Bang! The doors closed. The sight of the doctors scrambling left a deep impression on everyone. The viewers were no longer optimistic. It seems really serious this time. Did you see that blood? It was terrifying. It's the thing that sent Shinong away. How could it not be powerful? I used to work in a hospital. To be honest, except for some specific toxins. Once most toxins spread, you just have to leave it to fate. Simply put, do a gastric lavage as soon as possible to wash out the unabsorbed toxins. If they've already been absorbed, then you have to rely on your immune system. Is it that miserable? I thought you could just get an antidote at the hospital. You watch too many TV dramas. Toxins are the most violent things. Generally, there's no specific antidote. I suggest you look up dichlorvos. That stuff is truly impossible to save, and the way you go is painful. It doesn't give you time to regret. It doesn't give you a chance to change your mind. The Shitrin's popularity hit 300,000, a new high. But this time, He Bing and the crew weren't as high as they thought. They initially thought Wu Bing's poisoning was mild, and he'd be fine once he reached the hospital. But now they realize Wu Bing's poisoning is so severe, even more dangerous than a heart attack. They want popularity, but they don't want to profit from someone's tragedy. Yang Kong and Su Wenyao were just as heavy-hearted, especially Yang Kong. His eyes were swollen from crying. You know, Yang Kong was a tough guy, a Steel Party member, but it's only been a few days, and he's been driven crazy by Wu Bing. Tragic, truly too tragic. 3 hours later, the doors opened. Wu Bing was pushed out. Su Wenyao and Yang Kong rushed over. How is it, Director Li? Su Wenyao was very nervous. Li Guotai smiled and said, the surgery was very successful. The toxins in student Wu's body have been cleared. He just needs to rest and recover for a while. Hearing Li Guotai say this, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Then they looked at Wu Bing with strange expressions. That was highly toxic Shanglu. This kid drank it and didn't die? It's unreasonable, completely unreasonable. The viewers in the Shitrin were